Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just keeps moving. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Wisconsin's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be
turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they can just keep winning. You got to stick to the formula. This is a team that prides themselves on being physical and executing. We got to see that today.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Notre Dame right back to the line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Trying play action. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. Looking for room at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah.
There he goes. Spin, still running. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback. Get him at the 46.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. No, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. And the Badgers are in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Touchdown, Badgers! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Continues to fight for yards. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough. It's down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And the missed connection on third down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Pressure got to him. Rid of it, and they got him for a... They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Working on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him...
And takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Fires to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Magoo. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Caught. Got room at the 35. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's a draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete out of the backfield. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Runs through a tackle. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
That's reeled in. It's Moffitt. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. Be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He'll keep it himself. Got him up for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking to throw on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Ball will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack. He's showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreaker? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Here's the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Runs for the tackle.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Nice job to pick up the first down. And got it at the 42. They get to the line quickly.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch.
Here he goes. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Bulldozes his way through. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Finding an escape route. Brings it in the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Back to throw, it's Magoo. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just had to that one to save the... on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here come the Irish back on offense. Sends it back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Backs looking for... points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to pass, it's Magoo. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Badgers want to move quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Moffitt. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Magoo. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve